This is Fred Beck from Fred Fighting. Today, I'm very lucky to joined by Clarence Bones Adams. So thank you very much for coming on, Clarence. It's good to see you, mate.
Good seeing you too, brother.
So how are things with you, Clarence? How are things in Las Vegas?
Things kind of busy, hectic, especially with the COVID and stuff. Kind of make it difficult for the gym, but I keep my fighters busy, keep them separated, keep them, timed out. Makes for a long day.
And what's Las Vegas like? Because right now I'm 17, I want to come over, but we're obviously got
Uh,
COVID and school. But what's Las Vegas like to be there?
you know what? It's one of these cities. I love it and I hate it. I love it because the convenience of any kind of food, anything you want to open, it's open. You can find it 24/7. But just kind of just I don't know. If you're not on the strip, you're just not. You mean like I don't know. It's just like any other city.
Oh, okay, I want to come over next year. So before we talk about the gym and the coaching stuff, I just want to touch on your career. You won the WBA bantamweight world title against Nestor Garza. What can you remember that from that night? Because winning a world title was so very special in boxing.
You know what? I just knew that I was ready. I was prepared. I really wasn't prepared for my other fights. Like I was like that one. I really prepared hard, wanted it, and I knew it was like the last opportunity that I could have. And so I took advantage of it.
How come you weren't as prepared for your other fights and you were so
To
prepared for this fight?
be honest with you, I took boxing for granted. It was just too easy for me. And I knew I didn't care about knocking guys out. I just cared about winning. And I knew I could beat them. My skill was, and a lot of times I didn't even prepare properly, train properly for it because I knew how good my skills were.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Is that so? If you look back at your career now, is that what you would have done differently? Kind of trade a lot harder and not underestimate any opponents.
I didn't underestimate the opponents. I just knew what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I knew they could fight, but like, they couldn't fight as good as me. So I just got boxing. They would hit me, I hit them. So, but I would have trained harder, and I probably would have knocked most of them out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. And sometimes when you're in training camp, you used to train up in Big Bear, and Mike Tyson used to train there. Do you ever bump into Mike Tyson at all up there?
Yeah, at the time we bumped into each other several times at the gym and stuff, and out of the gym, and just hung out a little bit. Pretty fun. Listen, he's not the guy who people. I mean, as you're seeing now, everyone's seeing that now is the person I've always seen for years. So.
So it's very nice to be around because now Mike Tyson obviously has got his hot boxing podcast. He seems like kind of calm, rich, relaxed, chill out type of guy. Is that what he was when you were training or seeing him in Big Bear?
Oh yeah, you know what? He was the same guy, very nice, lovable. Everybody. He just hated the media because the media would um, write a million things on a piece of candy that they supposedly stole, which I was there. He didn't, but anyways, stole. But what about the houses he helped build? All the house people he helped? Not one story. So everything was all negative about him, and it was the press doing it. So he just did not like the press. If he wasn't the press, he was the nicest guy, laughing, joking, just a wonderful man, wonderful.
And when you were fighting, did you like the media or was the media kind of unkind to you as well then?
One way I didn't care. I talked to everybody, and everybody talked to me. Just my personality. So I just me. I'm good. I'm good with everybody. I love everybody until they do differently. That's all.
Okay, that's awesome then. And when you eventually retired from fighting, you transitioned over to a coach. And obviously, we see lots of fighters do this. Some find it harder than others. How did you find your transition from being a fighter and then to a coach?
Very different. Even still right now, sometimes I find it hard and difficult depending on the situation or the person. But it's very difficult because a lot of these times, I had really me. Depend on. I mean, I had trainers and stuff like that, but it just depended on me. Everything came on me. And these guys, hey, I need this guy. I need this guy. I need a nutritionist. No, you don't. You just gotta want it, and that's what they don't understand. But I'm finding out that like people aren't like me. People are different. I mean, they do need mentally. Because boxing is 90% mental, 10% physical, and they mentally a lot of people do need that. So it
Is
helps.
that,
It's been helping out.
is that what you kind of need to unlock, kind of tell them, unlock something in their brain to make sure they're super focused in and they believe they can achieve it. Then that's quite interesting what you said about 90% mental and 10% physical. And I was watching an interview of you. I think it might have been Ellie Setback or another interviewer. And you said you trained 12 to 13 fighters. Do you still train that many? Because that's a lot of fighters to train.
Yeah, because here's the thing, man. I mean, like, I do. They come and go. You know what I'm saying now, but on average day, at least probably eight or more. That's what I'm saying. So that makes for long days, but I try getting the fighters where they're kind of like close to the same weights, so we can work on certain things with each other as teammates, so that when other people come in a spar or we go somewhere else or they fight, then they don't know what to do.
Okay, I guess when they're the same weights, you can do that kind of tech sparring or even sparring with them. And so, how do you find if you train 8 fighters? Do you ever struggle to find time to spend time with each one of them at all?
No, you know what? That's what I'm saying. I break it down. Listen, I like the way I learn is like that you work on one thing a day. And we just work on one thing. We just and everything always changes. You know what I'm saying? And I spend enough time with these guys. Like I said, like right now, I probably only train like 4 or 5. So, it's easy, and plus it'll be easier. Plus, when you have them paired up as well, it's gonna be easier too because you guys are working on the same thing together. So, and not time sparring. I mean, I find time, but then again, like I said, I'm there to show you how to do it, when to do it, all that. But it's up to you to pull it off. So they need to take it on their own and be able to do it on their own. So the next time we want to do it on the pads or the bag, they can be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't. It's called homework. You know what I mean? The teacher don't hold your hand the whole time. They teach you how to do it. You go home and you practice and you figure out on your own and do the homework. The same thing with boxing. The way I see it was, I'm teaching you, I'm showing you. It's up to you to really remember and do it and pull it off.
Okay, that's very interesting. And when you train a fighter, what's the most important thing about them when you're training? Is it because they can listen, or is it when they can punch hard or have a ton of action experience? When you pick to train a fighter, what do you look for?
I mean, to see if they listen to what I'm saying and try and just listen. It may not work today, may not work tomorrow, but if you try it, it's gonna work. And just as long as I see that they're trying to do it, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's good. That's true. Actually, all about trying. I don't take too much of time up. I only have one more question, but where did you get your nickname Bones from?
I was just, I was really skinny and bony as a child. I started fighting at the age of 5. I hate my name Clarence. I hate my name Richard, and I'm a junior, so I hate most of them. There's all your skin and bones. So I'm all your bones. Yeah, that's it, and I like it. So I've always been Bones Adams.
Yeah, it's a great name, Bones Adams. Obviously, because there's loads of Freds in the world, there's loads of Alexes, loads of Tom, Dick, and Harrys. There's only one Bones Adams, so that's pretty cool.
You
Then.
know what? Though? The funny thing, I went to the legal name change, and they denied me. I'm like, what?
Well, why
They
did they
denied
deny
me
it?
legal name change. I don't know. He said, I think you have a great name. Clarence Bones Adams is a good. Clarence Richard Adams Jr. is a great name. Just keep it.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
That's a bit
that's
funny.
crazy.
Normally in the UK they would let you change your name. Maybe you need to come over here and change your name if you want to.
Here, it's the same thing usually here too. I mean, a person gets to call what they want to be called, and it's just weird that this like this I can't get it. I can't. I mean, I just can't. They will not allow me a name change. I'm gonna try again, but the first time they denied me.
Yeah, you probably try again, but still, Clarence isn't that bad name. But Bones Adams, that's a pretty cool name. All right, so
Yeah.
thanks so much for your time today. It's great talking to you. Where can people find you on Instagram then?
Find me at bones.adams.boxing. And it's all
Awesome.
here's the only thing I posted is boxing stuff. So
I'll put your Instagram link in the description. And just one more thing, is it all right if I ever come to America, we do another one of these interviews in person in the Bones Adam gym? Bones Adam
yes,
gym.
yeah, of course. You guys are more than welcome. Everybody's more than welcome. It's more of a private gym and it's not so busy and stuff because when more people there, the more talking instead of boxing going on and instead of listening and doing what they want. So it's kind of just kind of like you got to call ahead of time and let me know. And because I keep the gate locked, so only certain people can come in.
Okay, awesome. I'll send you a message. All right, mate. Thanks
Yes,
so much for your time today. It's great talking to you. Thank you.
brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you.